Blacksmithing is like life in the sense that you have to make it what you want to be. You just start off with this basic piece of metal, and you can turn it into some really, really awesome stuff. Well, the first thing we learned to do was how to start the fire. Actually, I did not know how to start a fire, so I had to learn a lot. By burning coal, it makes coke, and that helps the fire grow bigger. Without the fire, you won't be able to bend metal with just a hammer. It's kind of like your motivation. Like, you need motivation to help you keep going forward. You need to have a reason to do something. I had to work really hard to make a knife this big, so it's really hard work. The anvil is very important. It's like support. You have to find support for your life, you know? The hammer in blacksmithing is probably one of the most important tools because that's what you use to bend your metal. The hammer in life has to be you, you know? You have to make your life what you want it to be. You have to do it. Nobody is going to do it for you. You just got to keep hitting it with the hammer and see what happens. The eWisdomWorkshop.
A wise person recognizes that we have more in common than we do have differences. My name's Lisa Boss and I practice acupuncture. You know, we're all human. We all live on this tiny little earth together. We all want to be loved. And that's so important because the world is really small now. You know, even if you've never traveled outside your state, it doesn't take long to get to the other side of the world. I've seen thousands of people in my practice. And people have the same needs. They want to be listened to. They want to be cared for and to live a productive life. And if they feel good inside, then they can go out and do what they need to do. Once you realize that everybody suffers, that's when you can be gentle with everyone else because they're hurting as much as you are. And the most important thing is that it's a lesson. It's a great relief when you accept yourself as you are, and you accept your parents as they are, and you accept your life as it is. Because we can wish things were different, we can wish we had a different standing in society or life or looks or whatever it is, but really, if you accept yourself as you are, you give everyone permission to accept themselves as they are. And that's the best gift. It makes life sweeter when we're gentle with one another and when we can accept each other for strengths and weaknesses, when we can be compassionate and know that we're all in this together. The eWisdom Workshop.
You know, it's a lot more than money. It's how you feel and how you do good. And basically, at the end of the day, or at the end of your life, that's what counts.
We're so busy running around, achieving things, obtaining things, wanting things, desiring things, that we rarely take the time for ourselves to quiet ourselves down, to quiet our minds, and really listen to that internal, innate voice that tells you exactly what you need to know all of the time if we just quiet down and listen. That's all it takes.
There are ways to get an education and make a lot of money. There are people who have made a lot of money in the chocolate business. For me personally, I have to enjoy what I'm doing. I also have to be able to sleep at night. I have to make sure that what I'm doing is a productive, positive thing in my community and for myself. I decided a long time ago to do what I wanted to do as my passion, and if I was successful, if I was good at it, the money would follow.
So as an ICU physician, I see patients die almost every day. And I've never heard any people say at the end of their life that I wish I'd have made more money, and I wish I'd have worked harder. Try to enjoy yourself. Try to enjoy life. Realize that there's going to be times when it's more difficult than others, but in general, try to be happy and try to enjoy life.
Blacksmithing is a lot like life. You forge your character out of the materials you have. You need to evaluate your gifts honestly and temper them. You have to catch fire in your life. You have to try stuff. Find your passion, then follow it. Strike when the iron is hot. Timing is an important part of blacksmithing, just the way that timing is an important part of life. You need to be prepared so that you can seize the opportunity. Life will teach you many lessons. Some of them are good, some easy, some very, very harsh. You'll learn tragedy and drama and great joys. But I think one of the lessons is you've got to be true to yourself and you've got to be honorable with others. I guess the golden rule is probably pretty much right on the way to live your life. Do unto other people the way you want them to do unto you. Yes.